Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Last time, we kind of just went around and did a bunch of side quests, mainly pertaining to the coastlands. So much so, we now only have, like, a few left in our current, repertoire. And these are kind of just odds and ends, but a lot of them also require the Highlands and the Icelands. And then there's this one with Mai. So first off, we need to head to the Bogbound camp. To talk to Odo here. Is that a Live Alive reference? No one knows what Live Alive is. I don't know why I said that. I want to play that game eventually. I can actually see it. It's peeking out from behind my OBS window right now. I've been waiting for you, kiddo. Let's get down to business. Have a look at Sudowoodo. It was looking pretty listless, so I gave it a whole feast of berries. But even though it gobbled them up, it still seems like it has no energy at all. Is that odd? So I figured it must be parched. After all, it's a plant, right? It's like a plant, right? It must need to be watered. Don't do that. So if we could just fire off a healthy water pulse at it, I'm sure it'd perk up in no time. You're right. Use my Octillery. Guess we're doing this. No. I was like, it'd be interesting if it forced me to battle with the, Octillery. He's Infernal Parade. Sudowoodo is a really interesting Pokemon because I think a lot of people I think it's intentional, thought it was grass type at first. It's actually a rock Pokemon that imitates a plant. And even in the main series game, there's a character. What is his name? Is his name Brackus? Brassius? Hold on. Brassius. Yes, his name is Brassius. He uses grass Pokemon. But interestingly, his ace Pokemon is actually a Sudowoodo that he terastallizes to be the grass type. Maybe it doesn't like getting wet. Is that it? Gosh, I guess I rained on your parade. Sorry. And I'm sorry for making you a part of this too. I thought I was helping, but when you get right down to it, I just didn't understand Sudowoodo. Keep working hard on that Pokedex to educate poor fools like me, would you? I think our only new requests are from Mai right now. But yeah, Sudowoodo brings back good memories. Sudowoodo actually had a pretty interesting role in the anime. In the Diamond and Pearl anime, they decided to keep Brock as a character, despite him like departing for like the third time from the group or whatever, but they kept Brock as a character. And Brock actually caught a Bonsley, which he then evolved into a Pseudo-Wudo. They said investigated the cause list behind a listless Pseudo-Wudo. Oh yeah, I guess we have that star thing to do. We'll return to the village for now, because there's nothing left for me to do in the Crimson Mire land. So let's go talk to Silene really quick. Get that 8th star upgrade. You have made progress. It seems you have earned your star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of 8th star in the Galaxy Expedition Team. We now earn jet balls, get more survey points, and we get the jet ball recipe. Jet balls are the final tier upgrade to wing balls. We can also craft a full restore now, which combines max potions and full heals. Pretty straightforward recipe. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Not that. Don't want to do that. Now, you may not want to condense all of those. The reason being is it might not be... It just might not be, like, worth it. Sometimes you do want just an item that you can pop to heal any status condition without question. You know, when you start using full restores, it's like, do I really need to drop a max, you know, like a full restore on a Pokemon? Just because... Like, do I really need to drop a max potion on a Pokemon in addition? Just because. Like, just for the reason of because. Which one's the one I sell at? Is it your store? Not my wing balls. No, thank you. I don't believe we need comet shards for anything. There we go. Here we have these. These are all for Rotom. The mechanical cabinet, I believe, is the fridge. The mechanical box, I believe, is the oven. And the mechanical tub is the washing machine for Rotom. Yeah, I'm cheap. I'm just gonna buy that stuff. We've amassed so many funds at this point, so much funds at this point that the best way to do Pessel's thing is literally to do this. So we're actually gonna, if I can... I believe Pessel is in the infirmary, right? Also, I only have 90. I miscounted. I think I accidentally did a button press too little. I must smell like a fucking vegetable garden walking around with all these elites. Here you go. I wonder, did Pestle ever get a Pokemon card? I'm curious. Because, like, there is a Pokemon card, tentatively titled Pokemon Center Lady. Maybe at some point I'll draw Pestle and put her on the Pokemon Center Lady card. Oh. Pestle's actually related to a character. She's related to a character named Mira, or Miru, in the Japanese version. She has a similar hair color and the similar hairstyle. Additionally, in the Japanese naming scheme, Miru's name is also potentially like Mill, which is similar to a pestle. It's used to refine. So that's curious. What if I just told her, nah, I just wanted to walk in with 100? Ah, what fine leeks. This will be enough to make plenty of medicine. I'm always running out. But with our constant stream of injured colleagues. This way the medical corps can prepare a nice stock for the people who can't craft their own medicines like you. We get some mints for that. Remember, that changes natures, which changes how the Pokemon... It changes the nature stat bonus without actually altering the nature of the Pokemon. Actually, because of those items, I always make this joke that Barry from Generation 4 actually was the first trainer in the series to ever use one of these items because his Heracross randomly changes natures partway through the game. And since Heracross is already kind of rare in that game, from my understanding, since you have to catch it with honey trees. Or no, it's not even Heracross. He catches like a Munchlax, I think. I don't know, we'll see. If I ever get to... I'll take it. Great choice. Gotta say, you have a fine eye. Few others would recognize the value of a perplexing item like this. Its insides are packed with gears and machinery that serve some unclear purpose. But if you can solve this item's mysteries, your reward will be far greater than the price you paid for it today. Well then, I'll get this sent to your quarters. And we have just enough to sell. Or to buy. Gotta say, you have a fine eye. Now, this also raises the question, did Rotom just, like, exist normally, and then just randomly it developed that behavior of, hey, this thing has motors on it, I'll possess it? Because that's kind of always been a thing, is that Rotom needs to possess... Rotom can possess any system as long as said system has a motor in it. And someone's going to be like, oh, but what about Rotom phone? Phones have motors in them. They generate vibrations. And then people are going to be like, what about the Rotom computer? Or Rotom Dex? And I'm like, I'm very sure that Rotom Dex in some way has a motor in it. It was designed specifically to work with Rotom, so I would assume it has some kind of motor in it. And then, like, when it comes to the Rotom computer, it's like, fucking cooling fans are motors. Like, a lot of, like, a motor is a very common thing. As a kid, I misunderstood it as, like, an engine, but no, it's not like a it's not that type of motor. Like, it just needs anything that generates motion. It motes things. I don't know if that's even correct. Man, I remember when I played Cobblemon Rivals. If you don't know, I actually have a series that I'm probably going to start editing again, but, I did a series of me playing a Minecraft mod called Cobblemon Rivals a while ago. And, the main thing with that was that it was on a server that actually still exists, but, it got changed pretty heavily since I was in it. Cobblemon Rivals was a server where it was like a multiplayer... thing. Anyways, what were we doing now? Yeah, requests. We were going to the Highlands. There can only be one the Highlander. Oh, there's a lot of mass outbreaks. There's a Chansey mass outbreak. God damn. Oh, you were literally right here. For crafting materials in Wayward Cave, I want to gather crafting materials in Wayward Cave, but I realized a bit of a problem. My sense of direction is worse than useless. If there's any chance at getting lost in that cave, you can bet that's what I'll do. But I know a way to keep myself from stumbling around in the dark forever. You see, there's an old saying in my hometown, a nose pass never wanders. Since nose pass always face the same direction, people from my village would look to this Pokemon for guidance when they'd lost their way. Though I admit I've not actually seen a nose pass before in my life. But little matter, I just need to find myself a nose pass before I find myself hopelessly lost. I'll check the direction it faces against my map, then navigate through the caves with ease. I'll look around for a nose pass too, but if you catch one before me, can you give it to me? Well, where is she now? You went over there? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Dungeon. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm flying through the cave. That was so dumb. I certainly did at some point catch a nose pass. Here you go, you can have this one. That's a nose pass, alright. Thanks for finding it. Now, as I understand, this Pokemon's giant nose always points in the same direction. So it's facing this way. Must mean the exit is over here. A nose pass never wanders indeed. I wish I had encountered this Pokemon sooner. I owe you a big thanks. It's such a relief to finally have a nose pass as my trusty guide. All the twists and turns of Wayward Cave can't stop me now. We got a black Augerite. A new request. Is it her doing the request again? No, this is an entirely separate thing. Her request is feel related. Oh, thank goodness you passed by. Please, I need you to rescue my Spheal. Its adorable round body caused it to go rolling down the hill and it's headed straight for the Tooth Rose and Boulder Roll Ravine. Those are full of dangerous Pokemon. You're that new Survey Corps member that everyone's talking about. Please help me find my dear Spheal. Wee. Sphere? No, don't keep going. Why am I just standing there? I'm letting it happen. Sphere. Sven. A sinister angle. Just like it pops. And it's like catch a feel to replace. He'll never know. Sphere. My goodness, that Sphere, I can't believe you rolled all the way down here. You escorted Sphere all this for a right? Thank you so much. Please meet me back at the summer camp. A summit camp, not summer camp. Just kidding. Why is this camp at Moonview Arena? Oh, isn't this camp made like during the thing? I don't know. I don't remember, man. That was like months ago for me. Why am I talking to you? You are not the guy. Thanks to you, I was able to find Sphere notes without a scratch too. Here. Sticky glob. You're gonna be more careful from now on, won't you, Sphere? And it's already gone. Sphere. Well, not helping him again. Anyways, back to the other thing. Gone astray in the Highlands. This one, we need to use Ursaluna. Are you in here? The old verse 11, part of a series of old poems that have been unearthed around the Hisui region. Judging from the handwriting, it appears they were all written by the same person. Would you like to read it? Alright. Let our wishes reach heaven's crown. The people together vowed. So they and their Pokemon bore stone to the peak of Heaven's Mount. The people carved the gathered stones in the shape of Pokemon. The 10 Pokemon that Sinnoh shone its almighty light upon. I guess this was not the right way. Hold on a second. Oh, she's all the way by the other camp. Of course, on like the largest map. Akari, at last I knew you'd come to find me. Got hit with the gust from Hantra that sent me tumbling down the mountainside. Couldn't climb back up, and I couldn't get down, so I've been stuck. So please get me back on track. You're always around to save me when I need it. If only you were in my corps, Akari, I'd be so much better off. We're Galaxy teammates. Really, it's such a relief to hear you say that. I'm so glad I can rely on you, Akari. Though it's a little embarrassing, I guess, to admit to myself that I need to rely on you. Oh, you know what? I used to think that Sneasler was a mean Pokemon since it looked sly and unsavory, but it helped me get out of a real tight spot, so I guess it must be good at heart after all. So now we need to return to the Galaxy Hall to do Zeke's thing. Now this one is weird because we need to wait for a full moon. So it's kind of hard to see the moon right this second. Looks like a full moon to me. Unless that's like some... Unless it's a slight gibbous moon. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Ow. Sorry, I had to sing the theme. Pee-pee. Pee. The shiny. Got a moonstone. Use this to evolve Pokemon with the power of the moon. Fun fact, I actually didn't know that moonstone was a real thing for a long time. I didn't know that moonstone was a gemstone. Same goes for Sunstone, actually. Sunstone is also another thing. Of course, the Pokemon variant is a different thing. But so when I was a kid, I used to think that, like, other Pokemon would be aliens, too. Because I'm like... I would be like... But they're... Like, other Pokemon evolve with the Moonstone, and Moonstones have to be meteorites because they're from the moon. And then I was like, no, that's not what it's referring to. It's likely it's referring to the mineral Moonstone, and they just happen to react to it. Let's return to the mechanism. It seems as if there's nothing you can't find. I'm always here thanking you, but thanks again. There's simply no doubting your abilities. And I heard from Wanda how you reassured her, telling your teammates and all. She even started calling you her savior. It really means a lot to her to be accepted by someone like you, and as her big brother, I appreciate you keeping her safe too, of course. I know that she can be a real scatterbrain, so I'm glad she's got you to look out for her. 69, nice. Alright, a stare. So you say the Clefairy dance here in the land of Hisui too. Must have been adorable to behold. I must go see them myself one of these days. Thank you for looking into it for me. I'm excited to see what you'll accomplish next. This is a weird cast shadow. Either there's supposed to be someone there who isn't, or that is a shadow that is being cast incorrectly. Oh, that's just shadows being cast incorrectly. Awesome. I suppose this is the only multi-level building in the game, so they wouldn't notice. Alright. Let's expand our satchel by a few slots. So now I think we have to leave and then refresh the area. And he'll ask again. Now here's the girl I was hoping for, Wanda's constant savior. I'm afraid the day has finally come. This time Wanda couldn't even find her way back from the Obsidian Fieldlands, right on top of our old doorstep. It's practically our own backyard, right? She should know her way around, so I'm worried that something actually happened to her. Really appreciate some help from you and Ursulonia. Use the scent from Wanda's raggedy old kerchief to seek her out. Gone astray in the Fieldlands. With the shoes on. Marcel. The shell. With the shoes on. Alright. I don't know if I've ever explained Marcel the Shell. It's another YouTube channel that you could go check out. It's just, they're stop motion shorts. I forgot that Ancient Retreat counts as its own little departure area. I don't know if I've ever tried to go back there since. I need to get the fuck out of here. Carefully, though. I also need to get unspotted from the Pokemon, so I'll actually heal. Alright, I think she's near the Heights camp. But, about Pokemon Legends EA, I will not be doing it as the next Pokemon game I play, and in fact, after this Pokemon game is finished, I think I'll be taking a break from Pokemon games for a little bit, so it's not like I'm gonna just replace this Pokemon game with the very next one. Mainly because I also have to decide which one I want to do. It's kind of a toss-up right now between either Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, or Pokemon Emerald. Someone's gonna be like, do Pokemon Ruby or Pokemon Sapphire or Pokemon Oraz, and I'm just like, no, I don't like that game. I like Oraz alright. It's not like a definitive remake, which I think was the intention, was that it wouldn't be definitive. I am going the wrong direction. Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is a game I have considered playing. She's being attacked. Help, oh please, I don't want to sprout mushrooms. Beam attack. Ghost type. Ghost type. Beam attack. Ghost type. Beam attack. Thank you, I swear I'd never survive in history without you as a teammate. I came to patrol because I know of some of the villagers come out here to hunt for mushrooms. While keeping an eye out for them, I ended up hunting around a bit myself for some finds, but the mushrooms ended up hunting me. Guess my brother's probably a mess worrying about me again, huh? But you're so good at battling, probably even better suited to the security corps than I am. Now we can report back to Zeke. While it's night, I suppose could look around for Ghastly real quick. Times you've scared it off with a scatterbang. Well, it's about to be day anyway, and I know a better place to find them. I remember when Pokemon games made such a big deal about, like, a natural day-night cycle, and then they, like, really fucked it up, like, so bad. It kind of just stopped being relevant in some of the Pokemon games, except for when specific things are involved. And then it got even worse. Like, yeah, it got even worse. Because in Generation 7, they did this thing where I believe copies of Pokemon Moon had an inverted time setting. So, I believe Pokemon Moon and Ultra Moon are set with the time inverted. Or is it Ultra Sun that's inverted? I was right, it was Pokemon Moon. With Pokemon Moon, it made more sense, though. Thematically. You're not the guy I'm looking for. Thank you for saving Wanda yet again. I'm so glad we've got the survey corps to rely on. I was chilled to my marrow when I heard my sister was caught up in a Pokemon attack this time. If only she could just get herself assigned to patrolling the village for a while. Nice and safe. Got 3 star pieces from that. Sure you don't want to join our core, Savior? I think you'd fit right in. Bro. Wanda snuck out of the village without telling me and she hasn't come back. I heard she was all bundled up against the cold too. So I've got a sneaking suspicion she went to Alabaster Icelands. Whatever sent her out there doesn't seem like it was an assignment from the security corps. But what else could make her want to go to a dangerous place alone? Really need your help. I'll go and look for her by myself this time. I can't just stand by and rely on you every time. I'm a big brother and I can't let her down. Ah, shit, bro. He moved. Oh, my savior, I was looking for you, you know. What? My bro went to Alabaster Iceland. Zeke, that brother, the one who's refused to even set outside, but outside the village since he's got attacked by Shinx and totally traumatized. We've got to go find him at once. Please, Savior, you gotta help me one more time. So this time the roles are reversed. What Pokemon in this game evolve with the Sunstone, I wonder? Let's get this. How many inventory slots do you max out at? Because how many do I have now? It feels like it's got to be a lot. Is this the last one? Or do I still got one more row? Anyway, real quick, let's stop over at the things here. Because I want to see. So Ghastly evolves at level 25. And the only two Ghastlies I have are this one and, hey, this one. Let's go ahead and evolve Ghastly real quick. Talk to you again. Move Zelda into the party. Go back to the Galaxy Hall. Run over to this goober. Get the cutscene. Let's see now. So it's all recording that Pokedex of yours, alright? Mushrooms. Well, I'll be. It says here that Ghastly likes to eat mushrooms of all things. Not that that's bad timing. Mind, it's just a lot more tame than what I was expecting. Here I thought that ghost loved nothing more than snack on unsuspecting humans. You know, it's funny, I'm actually rather partial to a mushroom stew myself. Maybe Ghastly aren't so ghastly after all. Hey Dad, what you doing there? Conlin? You talking about work again? Don't forget you gotta take a day off tomorrow. You promised you'd take me to see the ghosties at Prelude Beach, remember? Of course your old dad remembers, kiddo, and I never let work get in the way of our ghost hunt. I'm really looking forward to it. Yay, I'm gonna catch a ghosty and show it to all my friends. Bye. You know, he was just putting on a brave face because you were here. Anyway, I owe you one, kid. I get the feeling that my boy will be just fine tomorrow. And we get a linking cord for that, which you could use to evolve Haunter into Gengar. Well, it looks like we have quite a few things to do in the ice lands tomorrow, so we'll go ahead and do that. So I guess next time on Pokemon Legends Arceus, we'll go to the Alabaster Ice Lands to pursue Zeke in his mistaken rush. Go ahead and do the balloon race. And I think the next thing we have to do is either in the Highlands or in Alabaster Icelands for Mai, so we'll also look into that. So thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. You should also subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications, and check out the link in the description. Additionally, there's a link... Or wait, what am I doing? I'm saying this wrong. You should like the video. You should like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications, leave a comment, check out the links in the description. There's links to my Blue Sky, Twitter, and Twitch pages. Additionally, there's also a link to my Ko-Fi page where for $3 a month you can become a monthly member and get access to earlier exclusive content. And I will see you guys in the next one.